cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your June 2019 reading with me. This month, you guys, I pulled out some of my oracle cards because I wanted to incorporate them in the messages this month. June is Gemini season, which is very important for you Sagittarius because Gemini is your opposite sign. So we'll talk a little bit about that in this reading before we're through with your messages. Very important, this opposition, okay? Because of this opposition, you know, some of you may know Geminis are the twins. I don't know why I didn't remove these ugly things from behind my camera. But anyway, sorry about that, Sag. Definitely distracted, just like you might be somewhat with this mutable energy. We are going through mutable energy with Gemini. But what I was trying to say is that Geminis are the light and the dark, the twins. They're very dual. Some of you may know Gemini as the twins. So during Gemini season, and sometimes even in Libra season, I like to really work with the light and the dark. Okay, I'm a Pisces. I'm light and dark too. So I'm giving everybody this month messages about what they can see and what they can't see. That is what the light and the dark means to me. The known and the unknown. So I got the Indigo Angel deck. This is a very light, I don't even use this deck a lot because it's so light and innocent. It's like there's no mystery to it. So this is going to be something that you're aware of. We're going to get you one card from the Indigo Angel deck. It's a very air-like energy. I like this deck for Gemini season. But to keep it balanced, we want to look at and we want to look into what you don't know, Sagittarius, what's going on under the surface, what you can't see. Okay, so the light and the dark, the seen and the unseen, and then we'll get into the tarot messages, okay? So let's start with the Indigo Angel deck and see what message is coming out for you, Sagittarius, for June. So what is the, okay, we have a card already. So we have send love, and when this card comes out, I definitely immediately start sending love to whoever I'm reading for, because this person has gotten a lot of stones thrown at them. This person, and instead of taking those stones and using them, so okay, example, someone gets called a bitch or someone gets called names, and instead of calling that person, like instead of being tit for tat, you are humbly keeping those stones close to you. It's like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. You're trying to send love to a situation. I just always get drawn to the rocks in that woman's hand. Instead of throwing them back, you're just kind of hanging your head low and just trusting in love. Like, and I know some of you guys might be getting real close not to doing that. I am feeling like you guys are like about ready to snap. You're still a fire sign. So the temper, the rage that you may be feeling, but some of you guys out there are really holding in your hand, you're holding something that was mean to you, something that was thrown at you. It was a stone. And I'm getting that Bible quote. I'm not religious, but, you know, he who has not sinned shall cast the first stone. It's like, you know that you're not perfect, Sag. So, you know that this person who's doing this or this situation, whatever these stones are linked to, I think they're harsh things that are hurting you in June. Harsh words, harsh situations, harsh treatment from others. Whatever this stone is. And you're holding it in your hand. So I want to send you all my love right now. Now, we have stay here, which this is my Gemini card because we have the two little twins there. So I don't know if there's something going on with that energy. Some of you guys may be trying to stay in a situation for as long as possible, whatever it is, a job, a love situation. This is talking about staying though, underlying energy of stay. And some of you guys need to ask for a sign whether you should stay in a certain place or not. And it has to do with a job for most of you, because after the ask for sign card would be authority. So I don't know if some of you guys are thinking about changing jobs or doing something different because it'll promote you. It'll give you more authority. It's like moving up from assistant manager to like manager or something like that. But either way, this is the Send Love card. That's what I'm channeling from it. And we're going to look at the book too. But let's get the dark. Okay, let's get something. This is about what you can't see, Sagittarius. This is something going on under the surface with you. Something that you probably need more knowledge about. Something that's a little bit more hidden. What is the message from the Wisdom of House of Night for Sagittarius for June? Give me a message for Sagittarius for June 2019. What do they need to hear? Okay, so we have hope coming out. Some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. The 27th of June may be important for some of you. And we have the bottom of the deck here, forbidden, which is the number 18. June 18th may be important as well. You may hear the word no on June 18th. You may need to tell someone the word no, because this is a no. The forbidden card is a closed door. It's a forbidden relationship. It's forbidden people from your past. It's a door that the universe is really encouraging you not to reopen or not to open for the first time. Forbidden. All right. It's forbidden knowledge as well, Sagittarius, which is important to say to you because you are ruled by Jupiter, which is all about knowledge. So I don't know if you're just not supposed to know something right now. I don't know if you guys have been feeling that. And I forgot to mention that at the beginning of your reading, I was shuffling, and I usually wait to see the Temperance card before I start talking to you guys because that's your ruling tarot card. But I kept shuffling, and I just kept seeing the High Priestess. She's at the bottom of the deck now, I think. Yeah, High Priestess. This is my favorite card. So I always have her at the bottom of the deck when I want to clear the energy before a reading or in between readings. And about the third time that she showed up for you, I was like, okay, Sagittarius is just feeling really intuitive for June. Like, they don't need to be the bottom of the deck. That you guys are the High Priestess, because I haven't mentioned it yet, but there is a full moon in Sagittarius, if you didn't know, on June 15th. It's actually on June 16th, like really early in the morning on the 16th, and that's going to be a hell of a full moon. All right, you went through a new moon in your 7th house, so you're planning new relationships with people, but you're also completing cycles of self. Like, you're completing certain things about you. And I really hope that I'm going to be able to get on here, you know, in later on in the month and get a message for the Sagittarius full moon, because I think that's one of the most important full moons that we're going to have, all right, is the Sagittarius full moon. I know it's going to change some stuff. And I already have the new moon in Gemini out. If you want to watch the new moon in Gemini video, that's already out. It's on my channel if you want to find that. Anyway, Sagittarius, we have your light and your dark here. We have something you're aware of and something going on under the surface. So send love. Someone needs love and hope here. Okay, you already know something about this situation. We're going to read from the book for more information. But what you don't know, Sagittarius, is that there's hope. Okay, there's always hope. Let's go ahead and read, okay, before I slaughter this any further. So we have send love for Sagittarius, and that's on page 40. Send love. Love is the most powerful vibration in the universe. Sorry. This card asks you to remember that all energy is based in love. When something seems unfair, or when you feel lost in a situation, it's important not to dwell upon the negative, because that will attract more negativity to you. As an Indigo, you are a very powerful manifester, and the angels need you to replace feelings of anger, sadness, and frustration with love. See the situation and people in your life surrounded by the pure, tender embrace of heaven or the universe, whatever you believe in, and you'll experience newfound happiness. So I think you guys are focused on newfound happiness in spite of the rocks that other people are throwing at you. It could be a job that's throwing rocks at you, but I do feel like this energy of like stones being thrown at a person, and this person is just holding them so humbly. It takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of strength and maturity to hold with humbleness something that was thrown at you out of anger. You know what I mean? There's just some kind of situation where something was done to you, Sagittarius, in June, and I think you guys know Jupiter's retrograde, you guys know the energy of the universe right now, and it's almost a karma thing. Like, you know what? Two wrongs don't make a right, so I'm going to hold this here and not, you expected me to throw this back at you. You expected me to react in a certain way. And so, I'm gonna take your hate and sit with it in love. Does that make sense? I know it's not easy to do that, Sagittarius, because trust me, I would want to bust somebody up. Like, I would want to throw these rocks and some. I would want to do what they did to me and then some more. You know, like, you guys are not, most of you, whoever this reading is for, because I'm not saying all Sagittariuses are taking the high road. Some of you, or most of you, are not entertaining the idea of revenge. But there is absolutely something that's being done to you, Sagittarius, in June, that even the greatest of angels would see worthy of revenge. But you, someone out there, is being a really big person, being the bigger person, taking the higher road. Anyway, let's look at the fucking dark energy, okay? Hope. So for those of you who need to hear it, there is hope underneath the surface. There might be a really dark situation where you don't even know if there's hope, but there is. But there is. There may be an Aquarius here as well. Let's see what this card talks about. It's on page 80, I guess. 80, 80, 80, 80. Hope, hope, hope. Alright, so this card is, when you choose the symbol of hope, know that no matter what temporary setbacks there may be in your life right now, light will return again. So you are literally getting the light will return again card for your darkness. So what's going on in the subconscious? That makes so much sense because there is a full moon, and when you go through full moons in your first house like you're about to, Sagittarius, I mean, it is the dark being lit up and illuminated. And what do you know? There's a full moon right here on this page, or on this in this card. So there is going to be hope restored. Like, you guys are going to really see through the darkness around the 15th and the 16th with the full moon in Sagittarius. You know, no matter what temporary setbacks there may be in your life, light will return again. When the moon is hidden in the darkest forest, it is hard to see your next step. And it is easy to give in to the fear that there will never be safety or light again. I am here to guide you when you have lost your way, whispering to you to maintain faith that good things will come to you once more. Take one step towards your dream. I will take 2 steps towards you to help you achieve it. Have hope and only good will come of it. Wow. Very powerful message. So your darkness is definitely in a very beautiful, beautiful place, Sagittarius. I mean, this is just gorgeous. It's kind of like the star card. Like, there's renewal and inspiration here. Always have hope. Never lose hope, okay? Significant June 27th there. And send love, okay? Love is being sent. It's beautiful. I love your cards, oracally. We're going to see what's going on with this June, okay? And guys, I just wanted to mention here, Venus entered Gemini, and I think that's really significant because there's going to be a lot of romance coming to you guys. There's going to be a lot of abundance and beauty and love coming, and when you have Venus in your 7th house, that is bringing attraction to relationships. So, you know, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are really going through, you know, changes in your relationships, new people, multiple people, Sagittarius. You know, it's going to be different for all of you. So let's just go ahead and start shuffling. I'm going to get a card for each week of June, and we're going to break it down like that. So what is going on for Sagittarius for June? The Chariot, it didn't come out, so I'm going to keep shuffling. This may be the first card for you, but I'm going to follow my intuition. There's something very intuitive about you, Sag. I think it's the full moon effects coming up. You can feel that moon gaining in light. Right now is June 11th, and the moon is about half full. So the full moon is literally like in 4 days. So over the next 4 days, the moon is going to completely fill. It's going to be a hell of a weekend. But yeah, there's a Cancer here for some of you guys. Others of you guys, this is about victory. Moving forward. We do have Scorpio and Leo. I don't know if you can see it, but my cards are showing me Scorpio and Leo is sticking out here. And look at that. Aquarius, we have the star card in Leo. This is significant because Leo and Aquarius are opposites. So stay hopeful, Sagittarius. Stay inspired and stay strong because you are going through a transformation. There are sudden endings and beginnings this month for you with the full moon. We got Cancer and Scorpio here. 2 water sign energies. You guys might be trying to move forward after some kind of ending. If this was your first card, I feel like there was just something about moving forward in spite of obstacles. There's some kind of victory the first week of June. If that was the right card, trust me, it'll come out back again. But it just came out too weird for me. So I'm going to keep shuffling. And of course, now I'm getting all these messages here. There is 4 cards here. 10 of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Magician, the Tower. This is a message for someone here who may be dealing with a Leo, an Aries. This might be you, Sagittarius. If you're a Sag female, there might be something here you want to take action. You're trying to manifest something. Some of you guys are trying to manifest an ending to something very heavy. Okay, yeah, because look, we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Sag, your reading is extremely magical. It's extremely all over the place, so please bear with me, but this is your energy for June. Like, I only have your energy to work with, and I just split the deck to the Chariot again, so some of you are definitely dealing with, now this could be Cancer season, okay? Some of you are having anxiety, okay? Staying up late or having insomnia. But yeah, this may be significant for Cancer season coming in at the middle of June, because we have a Cancer and again Scorpio. There's definitely all 3 water signs showing up for you. We got Pisces as the Page of Cups. That's a Pisces. You can see the fish. We have Scorpio. We have Cancer. There's literally all 3 water signs showing up. I don't know. Whoa. I don't know if some of you guys work with water signs or if this is just emotion. There might be an apology from a Scorpio, or someone may apologize for something ending or beginning and moving forward. There might be changes linked to a car here. The Chariot is sometimes a car. Let's get with it. Okay, give me one card at a time, Spirit, because this energy is hard to maneuver. I feel like I'm on a horse right now that is just going nuts. Like, this is like a bull ride. Your energy is like a bull ride in June, Sagittarius. There's a lot of turbulence, but I think it's excitement. Give me the first week of June for Sagittarius. We have the King of Cups. Okay, it could be a Cancer. The Chariot almost wanted to come out. So this is a Cancer man. It's a Scorpio man for most of you, and it could be a Pisces. So we got water sign energy heavily. I mean, you saw that all 3 water signs just came out for you. And now we have the King of Cups. Okay, single energy. This is the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom here. So there might be someone who feels emotionally single, whether they're with someone financially or physically or not. Someone here just might be balancing their emotion. This is kind of similar to the message that came up for Libra. I think they had the Queen of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. So there's definitely some water signs coming out as single in June. And you know what that means? That means that there's some emotional availability opening up in the universe in all people. I think this is about stabilizing your emotions, Sagittarius, the first week of June. There could be a water sign man. Okay, there is a Scorpio man showing up here. It could be Cancer, it could be Pisces, but it is Scorpio. This is my Scorpio man. Any water energy the first week of June was very important when it came to self-sufficiency. There is a water sign here that would rather be independent and self-sufficient. Yeah, I'd say so, because now we have a Taurus. Now we have a Capricorn, Virgo energy, the King of Pentacles. Okay, and the 2 of Wands. So there is a choice maybe that some of you have to make between an earth sign and a water sign. There may be a choice you have to make between being financial on your own and actually opening up emotionally, Sagittarius, because there's some very strong earth energy here. Okay, someone here has a tight grip on reality. Tight grip on reality. Yeah, someone here really wants to be self-sufficient. There could be an earth sign man that is single, and there could also be a water sign that's single. Okay, we'll talk about that more in a minute. Let's get the rest of your month. What's going on for the second week of Sagittarius in June, which is where we are now. This 5 of Cups, which I saw a little bit ago. So some of you guys are dealing with depression, regret, loss, despair. And it may be the loss of a job. There may be something here that you regret about a job. You guys may have taken a risk. Even though you were having negative thoughts about something, you may have jumped into a situation. It could be a relationship too, but some of you guys took a risk to put more effort into something. And this is linked to, some of you guys may regret working on something really hard. And again, this damn Chariot. Some of you are definitely dealing with a Cancer. And if you don't think you're dealing with a Cancer, make sure you check that Sun, Moon, and Rising. Like, they could have a Cancer rising. They could have a Cancer moon or Mercury. Mercury is in Cancer right now. Or this could be Cancer season, which is going to take over in the middle of June all the way to the middle of July. But yeah, this is about moving forward. It could be a car. The Chariot is sometimes a car or someone in a wheelchair. But yeah, the second week of June looks a little bit like you got to be careful not to focus on the negative in the second week of June. This is where we are. We've already experienced the first week. Got a lot of water energy here, Sagittarius. Very emotional. It makes sense though, because you're going through this moon energy, and when the moon is full in your first house, it's very easy to absorb emotion. You know, okay, we have the Page of Pentacles coming out, which I don't like because I wasn't really focused. You know, so there is something here about focusing. You may lose an opportunity, or there may be a message that isn't coming in from an earth sign, and that may be linked to the loss and despair. I don't know if there's a third party here. You guys may have anxiety about that. Some of you guys are trying to keep hope in financially, even though you're dealing with financial conflicts. What is the third week of June for Sagittarius? Oh, wow. We have the moon coming out. I'm really happy that I trusted my instincts. We have an indication of the devil card here. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aries. Now, when these two cards come up, there's a huge power struggle going on because Aries and Capricorn square each other. Okay, some of you may have a father Capricorn, or the father of your children may be a Capricorn. This may be someone who's very controlling and toxic as well. Very manipulative energy here, controlling, abuse of power coming up here. If you're dealing with any of that, I feel like you're going to be moving away from that Sagittarius, okay? And there's definitely water signs. I'm picking up on the Sagittarius is dealing with water signs. And if it's not water sign people, these cards are coming up for you because you're really feeling some deep emotion this month. Bottom of the deck are two sixes, okay? Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords. There could be two people who are mirroring each other. Someone here may have left a situation that was emotionally, like, up and down. It was too up and down emotionally. Like, the water was way too chaotic. It was too controlling. You might have left a position of being a boss or left a position of authority, because there is ask for a sign over here with authority, okay? Because you're trying to manifest something. But some of you guys, I don't know if there was a father figure that left or if there was an Aries that left. This is about the equal give and take. And you know, hot dog. The third week of June is what we have right here. It's the moon card. Pisces energy for sure. But you know what? Cancer for sure too. This is the week, the third week I would say is when the Sagittarius full moon. That's what I've been telling all the signs. And you guys are getting the moon. So wow, the third week of June is definitely aligning for you guys because you got that moon energy. But we also have the Six of Pentacles, so this is about, you know, having to give to two people. There's these two people here that you're responsible for. It could be children or just whoever it is. It's been recently brought to my attention that this person is responsible for two people. But what this card usually means for me, you could be dealing with an earth sign or a Libra energy, earth sign energy. They may have both. But this is the charity card, okay? But the moon is telling me, like, I think you may be moving on from something, Sag, and you may need help, you know? You guys might be leaving a controlling situation because you realize that you weren't getting enough in return because, you know, this person is getting crumbs. And it's like someone here is in kind of a higher position of authority. They're in a position of, like, benefit. So if you find yourself in that situation, maybe it is good to give back to charity or to people in need. You know what I mean? But if this is a card coming out for someone who, or a job, there's something here about, you know, not getting enough. You got to make sure it's very balanced, especially the third week of June, because if it's not an equal give and take between these three people, then someone may leave the situation, okay? And it's interesting, it might be a child involved because both of these are sixes and both of them have three people in the card. If you take a close look here, there's a small child in this boat. There's a person here and a person here. Three people, third parties maybe, having to give to two different people, having to support a child or something like that. But, you know, what I can say here is that there's just something hidden the third week, and then I just exposed the Queen of Cups with the Devil. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and Capricorn. So someone here may be emotionally toxic. Someone here may be dependent on someone emotionally. This is the Scorpio woman card. Look, we have the Queen and the King of Cups. In this case, I feel like this is a very toxic, binding, emotional situation. Scorpio, no, I have both women and men Scorpio here. I have both women and men Cancers and Pisces. So water signs. And I think I just called you Scorpio. You're not Scorpio. I'm talking to Sagittarius. But I just did the Scorpio reading before you. And I don't know. Some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio if I just accidentally called you that. Because this looks like a very weird situation. Like, someone here is emotionally, there's emotional ties here. And that's, trust me, that's not good to feel tied to someone emotionally. Because if they're sad, you're sad. If they're upset, you're upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even be yourself emotionally. It's only going to apply to some of you. You know, I do see that there's an emotional relationship here. I don't want to ignore that, but there is just toxicity. There's some kind of addiction. I don't know if someone here drinks. Okay, but that just fell out, and this goes here. This could be, there could be a water sign who you're very, very attracted to. A Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There may be lust. You may be addicted to this person. I don't know. There's some emotional toxicity here, though. You're going to need to really control your emotions if you're dealing with a Capricorn. If you're dealing with obsession, lust, whatever it might be, you feel chained to something. I think these people may just be relying too much on each other emotionally. And so that came out to remind me, I was talking about the equal give and take. And remember, I said that there was something here that was too emotionally chaotic. This is all about getting to calmer waters. And this is all coming out for the 3rd week of June, Sag. So put your fucking big boy seatbelt on, or whatever you want to say, because this is turbulent. But yeah, the equal give and take. And I always say with this card, it's not exactly money. It's not like giving someone $50 and them only giving you 30. Somebody pays the rent here and utilities, and someone else doesn't pay shit. It's that, but it's also, you want to ask yourself what it is that you value, because the 6 of Pentacles it's the equal share of something someone considers valuable. So if you consider emotions valuable, which somebody does here, somebody damn sure does, there could be a manipulation here emotionally. So someone here is getting manipulated emotionally and controlled emotionally, but you're leaving that behind, okay? You've put a lid on it. Somebody has put a lid on their feelings, and the other person hasn't. But what I was saying is, it's just the equal share of something valuable. If you value cake, this is a cake split right down the middle so that nobody gets 4 pieces and the other person just gets 2. You know, if you value your time, this is giving one person 50% of your time and giving that other person the other 50%. Some of you, it's a child. But it's about everything valuable being split equally. There's 6 pentacles here. That means 3 on each side. It's an equal number. It's balanced, okay? It might have to do with courts. This is my money and court card. You know what I'm saying? The balance scale is significant for the court and justice. And the pentacles is money, okay? So you guys might have to go to court in June for some kind of money split, or, you know, it might be money coming from court. It might balance some things out. But financial balance is extremely important at this point in the story. And then we have this Capricorn, Scorpio come out. This Capricorn, Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, or emotional toxicity. There's a lot of different ways to explain this. It might be lusting after somebody emotionally, emotional dependency. Wow. Very Scorpio vibes, so much to the point where I've actually shifted consciousnesses and thinking that I'm talking to Scorpio when I am definitely in the Sagittarius reading. So some of you may be dealing with Scorpio. You could be dealing with any of the water signs, okay? Now, what the hell is this? 4 of Cups, 7 of Swords. I want to take these messages, but I think I'm going to just explain it a little bit and then actually focus, because there's something here about not focusing. I'm very much picking up, I've been doing this for months. Like for the last 4 or 5 months, my Sagittarius readings, they've been different from all the other signs. Like you guys are the ones that I like become your energy in the reading. All the other ones I can kind of maintain, but with you there's so much synchronicity. Your readings, I just like literally connect with your energy so much, Sag. I don't know if it's a Jupiter thing, because Jupiter rules Pisces and Sag, and I'm a Pisces. So Jupiter's retrograde, it might be connecting us. Maybe it's the Neptune square Jupiter. I don't know. But your readings, so what I'm trying to say is that I am having a hard time focusing. And I know Sagittarius gets a bad rep for being ADHD or whatever they want to call it. I think you guys are just mutable. You're mutable signs, and mutable signs focus on lots of things at once. They're always in a constant form of changing and adapting to something. And with this mutable Gemini energy, it really has brought a lot of that to the forefront, just like Virgo will, just like Pisces will, just like the full moon in Sag will. Anyways, there must be a reason why I'm not focusing on this, because I'm bored, right? This is someone who's bored emotionally, right? They're unavailable emotionally because they're bored. They're bored. They're probably tied to someone else emotionally. Keep in mind, you guys, you don't got to be with this person physically, Sagittarius. Emotional ties, this person can be in Canada and you can be in California, and you can still have a toxic emotional bond to the point where it doesn't matter who you're with physically. Who you're feeling and who you're thinking about and who's in your emotional space is who you're with, period. So you want to really go within, especially around this full moon, and use this to complete some shit. And if you're dealing with relationship stuff, it's a great time to do it while Venus is in your 7th house, while the sun is in your 7th house of relationships. It's giving you awareness, okay? It's giving you, you're attracting light to you. You're attracting people who have light within them to be with you, who will give you clarity and not confuse you, right? Anyway, yeah, there's a missed opportunity here because of deception. Someone might not want to open up to someone else emotionally because of cheating in the past. You know, lies, deception, someone trying to get away with something here. Someone may want you to miss an opportunity with someone else, so they might try to sabotage. This looks like a sabotage to me. All right? You're focused on these 3 cups, whatever they mean to you. 3 different feelings. You don't even see that there's a 4th cup coming in, and it's a new cup. It's a new love, but you're bored. This is also the card for knowing exactly what you want and not accepting anything less than that. You know, I think there's someone here that deceived you, lied to you, that is trying to offer you something in June, and I think you're just not emotionally up for it. You're not available for it because there was an argument. Someone walked away because there was an argument. It could be a Gemini or a Pisces. You may need to see this differently. You do need to see something differently when it comes to clarity. Okay? This is definitely about seeing your victory differently. There is a Pisces here. For some of you, there is a Scorpio there, but this is Pisces, okay? There might be a conversation with a Pisces that takes place that helps you see something differently, but there was an argument. Someone here, wow, bang and boom outside the window. Maybe that's a synchronicity. Somebody was just throwing something away in the dumpster, and I have my window open, so I'm sorry if that was loud. But, yeah, there was an argument here. Someone just did not want to fight anymore, did not want to argue and bicker. So they laid their sword down and walked away on a soul journey, probably on the full moon in Sag. Okay, there's something here about the full moon in Sagittarius where someone walks away from an argument. Something is draining emotionally. Some of you guys are in very draining situations emotionally. And this is the Gemini card. You know, you might want to, someone might rush in. After you walk away, there may be an Aries, maybe Aries, but I'm picking up on Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be anybody. But they're going to rush in and say something to you. It could be the same person you left. I mean, it's like something was said very quickly here. Something was said very quickly here in an argument, and it resulted in somebody walking away and basically detaching emotionally, which is probably the best thing here. And this all has something to do with a missed opportunity. But if you miss, this is a good opportunity to miss, because it was deceptive anyways. It was a lie. It's almost like I'm getting this scenario where, you know, someone that you're interested in, or someone in your as a friend was like, hey Sagittarius, like, will you meet me tomorrow at 5 o'clock? Like, will you meet me tomorrow? But you know, you guys are kind of having a bad day that day, or something happens that you're focused on something else to where you literally just don't remember. And it's like there was something really fishy linked to that. So it's actually really good that you didn't go meet that person up at 5, because you missed an opportunity of deception here, which is fucking great. Like, you missed an opportunity where you were going to be lied to, where someone was going to try to get away with something anyway. It's almost like you cheated death or something here, Sagittarius. So there is that, and that may be what belongs here at the end of the month for some of you, but I just want to be very clear, especially because of the lack of focus that I'm feeling. I want to make sure I'm really focused for you guys and get you guys a card. So what is the end of June for Sagittarius? Give me one card to represent the end of their June. Holy fucking shit. What the fuck? Excuse my language too, like, I'm so vulgar in your guys' readings, like fucking bitch and shit fuck. So sorry, I'm sorry that I'm talking like that. You guys might be swearing too. I might just be picking up on someone here who that, but look at the bottom. You guys are at the bottom of your deck, so I know this is your reading. I'm so fucking happy that I trusted my intuition. Look at, it's Pisces Priestess. These 2 cards are me, the Moon and the High Priestess, Pisces Priestess. That's just for some of you. That's just maybe the energy that is picking up. But I do have some friends that watch my videos, so anyway, all right, let's put this down. We'll talk about that in a minute. Holy shit, I'm so happy I trusted my intuition, and I think I'm saying that for myself and for you guys, because if I wouldn't have trusted my intuition, you guys wouldn't have wound up with something that resonates so much. Like, I know this High Priestess is here for you guys because she was here at the beginning of your reading too. Holy crap. So very important that in Cancer season, which this is super Cancer energy, it's super Pisces as well, but the moon rules Cancer and the High Priestess is ruled by the moon. So this is moon energy. There's something here about the end of June that is very emotional, very spiritual, very intuitive, and these are also 2 secrets. So the end of June is a secret, that there's something that you're not aware of, Sagittarius, that's coming in at the end of June. That doesn't have to be bad. It could be a surprise. The majority of you are going to have no idea how June is going to end, because there's that much potency in the universe. There's that much magic happening. There's that much unpredictability. But just see it as an adventure, Sag. See it as an excitement. I'm really excited about your reading. I love it. I love it. So let's break some of this down for the remainder of your reading and hopefully get this all on the same track. So hello. Oh, wow. All water energy. I was going to say there's a hello water energy here. No, there's all water. King of Cups, Five of Cups, the Moon, the High Priestess, all water. And if you want to get technical, the Temperance is even holding 2 cups in its hand. So I'm going to say emotional balance, very, very, very important for you in June, because you guys are already going through full moons and stuff, and you're just going through so much 7th house energy. So much is opposing you. Cancer season is coming. Very, very important that you got your emotions on key. If there's any men in your life, whether they're water signs or not, make sure they contribute to your emotional balance instead of throwing you off of it. Okay, let's take this from the top. We'll talk a little bit about the first week of June being about that emotional balance. You know, now I feel like there's something you feel, Sagittarius, at the first week of June that you're not communicating to anybody. It's like you're sitting with these deep feelings, which is probably because Sagittarius is responsible for taking that deep Scorpio energy and transferring it to something happy, something sad. Wow, I just said something happy and something sad. How much more confusing can that be? Okay, let's try that again. Sagittarius is responsible for taking that deep Scorpio energy and transforming it into something happy, something exciting, something adventurous, some kind of explorer energy, something that someone can learn about. So Sag, you're coming in here in June and helping us make sense out of what the fuck just happened to us this last month during the full moon in Scorpio energy. We're going to have this month long from June 15th to July 15th where we're just learning constantly. Like, you guys are going to open up a portal of philosophy for all of us. It's going to be an adventure. It's going to be a quest. It's going to be awesome. We're all going to learn and expand. But anyway, you know, it makes sense that we have this Scorpio energy dwelling, especially those of you who are ironically dealing with actual Scorpios, because we just had a full moon last month. So this has to do with the moon cycle. Scorpio moon handing off that energy to Sag. You're going to hand off the energy to Capricorn, okay? So you got to get those emotions in check. There could have been a water sign man important to you guys at the beginning of the month. We already went through this. So half of you, the majority of you, the most of you, have already experienced this emotional man energy, this Scorpio, right? It's the first week of June. So maybe you guys were just very balanced the first week of June. But that is challenged moving forward. Okay, whether this was a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio that came in. If so, if you look back on the first week of June and you realize, oh my God, I actually hung out with a Scorpio that day, then that was important because you were absorbing some of that emotion. I do want to mention real quick here before we move on that the King of Cups doesn't always share how he feels. I already talked about that a little bit, Sag, with you, that you might not have been expressing how you feel. All right, moving on though to the second week of June, which is where we are now. Most of you are going to be watching after I upload, which is it's June 11th, okay, second week, and then there's the 3rd, and then there's the 4th. Some of you are going to watch towards the end of the month too, but as of right now, the energy that I'm actually living in right now and existing in is June 11th, and that's the second week of June. And there looks as if there's some emotional conflict now. You know, you're trying to balance your emotion. This is the 1st and 2nd week of June, the Gemini part of your reading. This is the 7th house. So some of you guys could be feeling a little sad over, maybe you guys regret not expressing your feelings to somebody. Maybe some of you guys are feeling an emotional loss, and it could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces that you feel that you've lost. And if it's not that, then it's some emotion. It's a man. You feel like you lost a man that didn't express his feelings to you, or something. There's just some loss here connected to the non-expressing of emotion. Because now the second week, this emotion has done poured out. This third cup, these 3 cups, this third party, same 3 cups that you were focused on in the last cards with the 4 of Cups. All right, maybe that missed opportunity here, but there is regret, loss, maybe even depression. But there's something that you need to be told about the second week of June, where it's all water under the bridge. You guys are going to need to hear that the second week of June. It's all water under the bridge now. Sagittarius, I almost called you Scorpio again. So some of you, it is the loss of a Scorpio person, a sun, moon, rising, Mercury, Venus. They got Scorpio somewhere, or they're just a very intense person. They're very emotionally intense in an emotional mystery. That could be you, Sag. But yeah, be very careful not to be a pessimist the second week of June. Make sure that all this emotion, you're seeing it in a positive way. This is all to get you ready for the fucking Sagittarius full moon. Okay, you're going to feel loss and regret right before that full moon so that your emotion can go through this cycle of completion. It's going to bring all your emotion to the forefront, which happened last month too, because that was your 12th house of subconscious. Now that energy is no longer subconscious. Now it's been brought to the very forefront of your mind. So you're very aware of this depression. Some of you guys, this has to do with getting back with a person, because this is the 2 cups here. So I don't know if there's an opportunity of balance behind you, or if there's an opportunity behind you where you can choose between. This is a choice. Some of you guys may be regretting a choice. There was a third party. There were 3 people. You had to choose one of them, and you chose the wrong person or something like that. You chose the wrong decision emotionally. For some of you, this was a choice between showing how you felt and keeping it a mystery, and maybe you guys kept it a mystery. I don't know. There is some conflict here emotionally, though. Something that needs to change at an emotional level here the 2nd week of June. Because some of you guys are focused on the past, and it's depressing you. And it's like you want to turn around and see that there's still more to the situation here. There's still an opportunity here. You guys might want to stay patient. The 2 of Cups here, it could be the same 2 cups in the Temperance card here. And this might be telling you to stay patient for a message or something. Stay patient to hear from this person. It's just a little bit of disappointment. You guys are going to be feeling this energy, okay? And it might have something to do with the emotion you felt at the beginning of the month. Okay? It's just, it's something that did not work out. Water under the bridge. But you have more of what you lost, Sag. There's more of what you lost right behind you, okay? There's the choice to turn around and see something. It's seeing the glass half full. Very optimistic energy that you need to take on instead of this pessimistic half empty. You know, it's not about what you lost. It's about what you gained. And in this case, it's emotional. It's really interesting that you're going through that the 2nd week, because that is literally the energy leading up to the full moon in Sagittarius. You have the moon card to represent your 3rd week, and that's when the summer solstice is. This is when the Cancer energy, so this is symbolizing Cancer season for you the 3rd week of June, Sagittarius. This is also symbolizing the moon, the full moon in your 1st house. Okay, this could be a Pisces. If you meet any Pisces, if there's any Pisces or Cancers or Scorpios, mainly Pisces and Cancer though, if there's any water signs that come into your life at the end of June, they're very significant when it comes to what's being hidden. They're going to help you. They have something to do with the information that's going to be shown to you, because there are secrets here that you're keeping, or that you're that you know, okay? And you know, it makes sense if water signs are led to you, Sag, because especially Cancer. There may be certain Cancer people led to you during the time of the full moon, because they're ruled by the moon. Just like next month, there may be Cancers who are drawn to Capricorns. 3rd week of June, something hidden from you. You may be afraid. This full moon may scare you a bit, Sagittarius. It may awaken you to so many emotions. And this is emotions from the past, emotions from the present, and emotions from the future, all coming in to cycle and swirl together and kind of flush out. So the moon is subconscious. Pay attention to your dreams the 3rd week of June. There's something going on under the surface here with the moon. The moon casts a shadow on things. So this is fear, this is darkness, it's shadow. But remember what you got from your message of dark. This is a very important message for you this month, because you are going through a cycle of illumination when it comes to the dark. It's kind of scary when you go, now Gemini went through a new moon. Okay, they went through darkness. Sag is going through light in the form of darkness, so illumination. And this may bring up certain fears. It may bring up a shadow side of yourself. It may bring up things that you can't see. There might be a secret you're keeping, or someone's keeping a secret from you. With this card combination here, the 3rd and the 4th week of June, basically the 2nd half of the month, Cancer season, there's going to be a lot here to do with your intuition. I think you guys are going to feel more spiritual. You're going to start being able to communicate with the subconscious a lot more because of the full moon in your sign, which is going to allow you to see what's going on under the surface. You know, it's not going to be very easy for people to lie to you, or for people to keep things from you, because you guys are going to be very spiritual at the end of the month, okay? I don't know if this is a secret Pisces or something, but this is just something that's hidden. The High Priestess is the secret knower and the secret keeper. So it's going to be up to you what you share about this information, okay? All right. I don't know if there's a loss here. Like if you're afraid to lose something emotionally, there may be that. All right. But it's like follow your intuition, Sag, because your emotions, your intuition is going to be guiding you to a certain place at the end of the month. And I'm obsessed with this energy. I love it. Okay. This is the third and the fourth week of June are going to be quite similar. They're going to be mysterious. There's going to be hidden knowledge. You know, it's going to be spiritual. It's going to be emotional. It's going to have to do with your soul. All right? But there is absolutely something that you don't see yet being hidden from you, but you do know about it intuitively. You may have dreamt about it. You're getting an intuitive, that's the whole point of intuition, is to give you kind of a secret nudge to what's about to happen. You may have a vision, you know, especially with hope here. But this is what I want to check into. The underlying energy of your whole reading is Temperance, which is a Sagittarius. You could be dealing with another Sagittarius. This is your ruling card. You've picked up those 2 cups behind you and started to mix them together for moderation, for patience, for balance. Okay, Archangel Michael here. Sagittarius full moon. Okay, this is balancing the spiritual world and the physical world with those feet there, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot not. This is about your emotional fulfillment, Sagittarius, and you could be dealing with a Taurus or a marriage or commitment. This is asking you to commit to what would emotionally fulfill you. What do you believe, Sagittarius, about your emotional fulfillment? That's the question we're all going to be asked around the Sagittarius full moon. Full moons in Sagittarius are definitely all about what you believe when it comes to your soul. What you believe when it comes to fulfillment. All right, the Hierophant is also talking about faith, beliefs, commitment. You're going to have to commit to your own emotional fulfillment. You're also being told to stay patient. Some of you guys have a wish to commit to someone. You have a wish to marry someone. You have a wish for them to commit to you. It's like you're going to need to stay patient, especially if you're dealing with a Taurus. Okay, and you may need to stand up for something coming in. You know, there's something that you need coming in. It may be from a Leo, an Aries, a Sagittarius. You may need to take action. Yeah, there's going to be something that shockingly falls apart, but you manifested this, Sagittarius. You manifested this ending because it was built on a false foundation. So something comes crumbling down unexpected for a fire sign. But this is about taking action. So in this case, I think you're the one who sets this tower. Like you're the one who put a bomb in there and kind of like, you know, exploded the situation. And it was also that this new thing could come in. This new job, this new car, something you value, whatever it is you need is going to come in. But you got to stand up for it, Sagittarius. You have to embrace the competition. You know, you have to battle it. Okay, it might be a Taurus. You might get in belief battles with people where your beliefs are not aligning. But what I'm saying here is that this is all about your own emotional fulfillment. And this is the wish fulfillment card. So Sagittarius, stay very patient for a wish to be fulfilled in June, because it's going to happen in divine timing. Not a second before it should, not a second after it should. This is a divine timing when it comes to a wish fulfilled. Okay, emotional fulfillment, committing to that, making that wish and it being fulfilled, staying hopeful is the key here. And patient. There's an underlying energy of you, Sagittarius. You are all over your reading and just being balanced. You know, you have these 2 cups here to mix these 2 energies together. The moon, the high priestess. Staying stable emotionally, but also a little depressed. Like this is someone who's actually a functioning depressed person, which sounds sad, but it shows a lot of tremendous spiritual growth and knowledge. This is a person who can control their emotions in times of despair, times of sadness, loss, disappointment, regrets. Someone here is definitely very sad. There's a very sad energy, but it's spiritual. No wonder you need sent love. Love is being sent to you, Sagittarius. You just have to stay patient for that wish fulfillment. I mean, come on now. Venus is in your 7th house. The sun is in your 7th house. So just stay patient. You know, because there's a lot going on behind the scenes that is in relation to your hope. In relation to certain secret knowledge and stuff. Alright, guys. I'm going to leave it here because this is quite a reading. So if this resonated and you guys would like me to take a look at your personal tarot, please check at my description box for any additional information. If you have any questions, you can always email me. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, subscribing, and liking my videos. Now, I really hope that I see you guys in my Sagittarius full moon video. If I don't, it's okay. I'll just talk to you guys in July, okay? Have a great June, Sag, and have a happy full moon in Sagittarius. I'm excited to see the changes that you will bring. Bye, guys.